the brand new Dacia Duster full hybrid, and in this video we will do the full test drive video where I explain you everything about the driving feeling, suspension, driving dynamic, acceleration, the way it works, this full hybrid system. I will explain you and I will show you how much of electric drive you can get in the city and also on the highway. So it will be a really interesting video. So if you're on the market for a Dacia Duster, you're not sure which model to get, I think this video will help you a lot. Anyway, I have a few separate videos with the same car, full review. If you want to see the full interior exterior presentation with the technical data and more information, check out, because I have a separate video. I have a video separate where I test the consumption of this new Duster hybrid. I get it on the city, I take it on the highway, and there you can see even more information and the real life consumption. This is the key, by the way, super nice key. It comes with keyless entrance on this version. This is the extreme version. It comes also optional with 18-inch wheels that we have right here. They are 350 euro option. Brake discs on the rear, so no drum brakes on this full hybrid system. And also on the front we have ventilated brake discs. Otherwise, sandstone color, 700 euro option, super beautiful. It fits so nice on the car. More about that we will talk in the review video. Anyway, inside, because it's the extreme version, it comes with those extreme seats. They are a special material that doesn't, this is kind of water resistant, and also if you spill here some coffee or something, you can wipe it out very easy. So they are quite washable. The only small disadvantage is the fact that when it's hot outside like today, they are acting like a leather, you know, and you're kind of sweating around here. Normal pedals, electronic handbrake here, and here we have some button. This is the eco mode button and e-save button. Anyway, I explain you in the review everything about that. Let's go inside. This is the space for the key, pretty nice space. This is the shift by wire transmission. From here you can change the gears. This is the parking button. Let me start the car. This is the start engine button, and right now it says ready. I will turn on the climatic system because outside today it's crazy hot, 43 degrees outside. It's in the middle of the summer, so it's extreme hot. I will put the seat belt, I will give you some technical data, and then we will start driving. This car comes as a full hybrid. It's kind of the same system as Renault use on the E-Tech full hybrid system cars. So it uses the same transmission. It's a multi-mode transmission, 4 speeds for the petrol engine and 2 speeds for the electric motors, and together combined produce around 14 different driving variants, I should say. It comes with a 1.6 liter petrol engine, 4 cylinders in line, and also combined with 2 electric motors. One electric motor 49 horsepower and one small like a generator, so it helps also the main electric motor and the petrol engine. And also the electric motor, the bigger one, it's able to drive the front wheel because it's a front wheel drive, and it comes only in a front wheel drive with this full hybrid system. And it comes with an automatic transmission. Of course it's automatic, but it's only on this version, and it didn't come as a 404 version, so that's something to point out. Super nice graphic here in the multimedia. I will show you also how it works. Steering wheel, it's amazing. We have a new digital screen there. You can see down here how much battery we have, because it has a 1.2 kilowatt hour battery. That's allow the car to drive only in electric mode. You can see right now it says ready, it's ready to drive, and if you see EV down there, that means the car right now it is only in EV, in electric mode, and you can drive it only in electric mode. I will reset the consumption and it will start driving. Here you can see also some nice different information and a nice energy flow graphic. Let me reset the consumption and we start driving. I will give you more information as we go on the road. I have the car for 2 days now. I will put it on climatic system level 3 low because it's crazy hot outside, and let's drive it. Right now you can see the car it start. Let me put this in the back. The car is driving only in electric mode, and it's able to drive up to 80% only in electric mode in the city. So that's fantastic. I mean, at the low speeds, and not only and in the city up to 80% you can drive only in electric mode. So right now you can see we are driving electric. You can see here a nice graphic that shows you what happened with the energy in real time. So for example, right now you can see we are driving only in electric mode, and the battery, the climatic system, take the energy from the battery, and also the wheels and the electric motor use the energy from the battery. So the petrol engine, it's closed right now. So I really drive the car. I have it now for 3 days, and I have to tell you that it's really true. I mean, you can definitely drive up to 80% in electric mode in the city, and it's fantastic. I mean, it's great to have the both worlds here. So you have the petrol engine and you have the electric motor, and it's fantastic because it's so useful in the city. Sometimes when you stay in traffic, you really need to have that advantage of driving in electric mode. Now the car have two different driving modes. You have the normal mode, the D mode, and you have the B mode. Right now we are in B mode. You go like that in B mode, and then when you release the acceleration pedal, the car will recuperate more energy, so it will act like an electric car. So that's fantastic, and it's pretty powerful. The more I drive, the more I can anticipate the traffic, and the more you get used with this recuperation, and then you can actually use less and less the physical brakes. And that's also great, because the physical brakes, if you're not using them and you use this regeneration from the electric motor, then the physical brakes, the brake pad and brake discs will last longer. So that's a big advantage. So for example, you see red, I release the acceleration pedal, and right now the car, check out, right now the car is just recuperate the energy, and I don't even use the brake pedal. The brake pedal, you have to use it in the end, because it's not one pedal drive completely, so you have to press the brake in the end to stop the car, but you can use that. So you use less and less the brakes, the physical brakes, and that means they will last longer. You don't have to change them so often like in a normal combustion engine car. Again, starting in electric mode, now the petrol engine is kicking. You can see right here, now both of them, they are working, and now again recuperate energy because I released the acceleration. So you can see now we have almost more than half battery. If you look down there, you can see how much battery we have. So it's more than half battery right now. It's recuperating the energy back into the battery. It's a super smart system, and I told you I drive for 3 days. I drive a lot the car, and I have to tell you that it really feels like it's a very stable system. It feels like it's good connected together. So the transition between electric and petrol engine, it's smooth, it's nice. Even in the pedals, you don't feel anything strange. Everything seems to work quite fine. Even this transition between the regenerative brake and physical brakes, it's made pretty smooth, so it's pretty impressive. And that's probably the reason for the fact that Renault Group work on this e-tech full hybrid system for many years, and they test it, and it's already working pretty good. So you get the experience at the advantage of having this full hybrid system from Renault Group on this Dacia. So basically it's kind of the same thing, and it's a pretty good one. It's great that you can get this Dacia Duster full hybrid at a starting price of 26,650 euro. You get it with this full hybrid system. That's incredible. And you have an SUV, super nice SUV that's great for all-arounder. You have 141 horsepower on this version, and it's more than enough power to drive in the city, to drive on the highway, to go a little bit off-road. And it's a fantastic all-arounder with a fantastic full hybrid system. So from my point of view, yeah, they did a great job. Now again, here we drive only in electric mode. Now it's kicking the petrol engine, but yeah, in terms of power, it feels like it has more than enough power. Now we have one button here, it says Eco. This is the Eco. You have two driving modes, normal mode and Eco mode. Now when you activate the Eco mode, the car will give you less power when you accelerate, so you really feel the difference between those two driving modes. So that's also very smart. So if you want to drive as economical as possible, you activate this Eco mode, and then the car will give you less power, so you can drive more economical. And even if you press the acceleration, it will give you less power. So that's again quite smart. Overall, it's nice to drive. I like very much the steering wheel, the size of the steering wheel and the shape. It's nice. You have good visibility on the digital cockpit. You have good visibility on the multimedia system. It's also this screen here. I think it's 10-inch screen if I remember well. It's tilted to the driver. It's big enough. You have fantastic visibility, so you can see pretty good everything what's on the screen. Also, you have physical buttons around here, so very easy to adjust and change different settings. You have also this armrest, that's also super convenient. Again, here I just released the acceleration, look, and the car is braking the same as an electric car. It's just now I have to press the physical brakes, otherwise the car is recuperating that energy back and we don't need to use physical brakes. And again, we have more than half battery, so super smart. No, I love the way it works. It works really good, and it's my favorite version. If I have to buy a Duster tomorrow, I will definitely go for this full hybrid system, because I know it's a very good hybrid system, the same hybrid system that Renault use. I know I have an automatic transmission. It works super nice. It's also a clutchless system, so and it's easy to drive. It's smooth to drive in the city. Also the steering wheel, it's pretty soft, pretty assisted. It's a nice combination when it comes to steering wheel, between soft and stiffer. So it's not super soft, but also not stiff. So it's more to the soft side, if I can say like that. So you have a bigger SUV, a big SUV, but in the same time you have this softness in the steering wheel. The turning circle, 10.8 meters. Consumption around 4.3 liter is the VLTP estimated consumption, so it's also pretty good consumption. What else? 10.9 centimeters the ground clearance. It's nice, it's silent. At least if you drive the car up to 120 km/h, it also have a good sound insulation. They also improved the sound insulation from the previous version, so you can definitely feel that that it's a little bit better. They improved the anti-roll bar. By this version, 21% is better. By 404 version, 17% better. So that means you have a stiffer suspension and a little bit better handlings, and great feeling when you're driving at higher speeds. You don't feel like it's a boat. For example, when you go left, right like that, it's a little bit more stable at high speeds. So this is also very smart. The car is able to drive to read the traffic speed limits. It has a camera up here. It has also the lane keeping assist, and it comes with blind spot technology in the corners, and with a few other safety features that are required in Europe by regulation. So it has a few pretty good safety features. Again, here, anticipate, release the acceleration, and the car. Now, if I disengage the eco mode and I try to accelerate, we will go on the highway now. You can see now it's immediately much more responsive, the car, so you can definitely feel that it's more responsive. In roundabout, it's doing a great job. It's easy to drive. Steering, it's great. Accelerate pretty quick, so 141 horsepower from my point of view, it's more than enough. Now I can test with you this cruise control. The car doesn't come with adaptive cruise control. That's something that's missing on the car, but it comes with this cruise control. You can set the speed, and it comes with this lane keeping assist. That means, look at this, if you go outside the lanes, it will push you back between the lanes. It's a smart system. It's a smart safety feature. Check out, it will warn you, it will vibrate and start the red, show you with red that you should put your hands on the steering wheel. It's a crazy good safety features in case something happened with you. And also, yeah, other than that, you can set from here again the cruise control, and the car will keep the distance that you set. You don't have to press the pedals or so on. And also this lane keeping assist will kind of assist you if you go outside the lanes, will push you back, but it's not a proper lane keeping assist. It's more of a warning, so it's not a proper autopilot. And also it didn't have the adaptive cruise control to brake and accelerate. It has only the emergency brake. In case something happened in the front, the car will brake automatically. So again, great step forward in terms of safety features. It's still missing some cool feature that they can bring here, because I know Renault have fantastic autopilot. If they will bring that here, ooh, that would be amazing. Probably the car will get also better rating, but still I think it's a pretty good car. Now, enough with those safety features. You can also deactivate it from here if you don't want to hear that beeping from the speed limit or so on. You can take control, and if you accelerate right now from 100, you can see it goes to 120 in no time. It's just like that. It's engaging both the electric motor and the petrol engine, and over 120 kilometer you start to hear also a little bit of wind from outside. It's nothing serious, but you start to hear that, so that's something to keep in mind. So as I said, up to 120 it's perfect. Look at this, just 110. It works, it's run just smoothly. You can see the blind spot technology in the corner. If you want to cross pass other cars, no problem, man. I mean, you have more than enough power. This is the most powerful version of Dacia Duster that you can get in 2024, and you have plenty of power to go around also at higher speeds. It stays also better at high speed and also better in curves, because they improve those anti-roll bar. Suspension are a little bit more stiffer. You have a nice ground clearance. It stays also a little bit higher, so you have a pretty good visibility on the road. Now, those are the wipers, by the way. I got on the screen some kind of insect or something like that, so I hope I can wash it after. So you can see it right here, those kind of speeds. It's super hot outside today. And by the way, we have the climatic system on level 3. Now we go down, so the car is recuperating the energy back into the battery. That's great. I don't even use the brakes, man. I mean, you can drive this car up to 80% in electric mode in the city, but you can drive this car up to 80% only with regenerative brake if you drive in B mode, from my calculations. Also here in curves, it stays good. It's pretty stable, as I said before. From my point of view, it stays really good. Much better than before, much better. So the car, it feels much better made than the previous version. It feels mature. It feels really good. Also, the suspensions are super fine. I like them. They are quite nice setup. You will feel a little bit stiffer only when you get over big bumps, but otherwise we will get also on some roads that are not that good, but otherwise you see over those smaller bumps, they feel pretty fine. Also, the engine, I heard a lot of comments from you, is not loud. It's only loud if you want to drive aggressively, if you want to accelerate suddenly, but as long as you drive like a normal driver, like you saw before we drive here, you won't have any problem with it. So you see now, you see that I push it a little bit harder and you didn't hear any strange strong noise. Only sometimes when when the engine it's lock on the higher RPMs, then you hear some noise. Mostly I notice when you drive in eco mode, but otherwise it's pretty silent. It's pretty fine. You see, and now it's changing. So it has a few areas where it stays at higher RPM and then it's changing, because kind of the gear shifter is not set up to change a little bit earlier. But man, look at this, we go uphill and then it's changed down and then up. It's so normal. It's so normal. It has those configurations of speeds, and that's why. But from my point of view, it's quite fine. It's really fine. Now we can go on the highway back. Also back in eco mode, let me show you. We go in eco mode and I accelerate. Now you get the speed even slower. Now it's changing a little bit faster. So the combination there are a little bit somehow faster. So it doesn't push too much the engine when you are in eco mode. So it didn't go to so much higher RPMs. It's tried to go and give the power a little bit slower, so it doesn't try to push as hard the engine. So eco mode, it's also great on the highway most of the time. So we go and drive a little bit faster here, so the car can do 130 without any problem, and it has a pretty good stable feeling on the road, accepting a little bit of noise from outside. It's pretty good. Also, this is normal for the shape of the car. It's not super aerodynamic, so it has this powerful look, but it's quite nice. I like also the seats are pretty comfortable, good position. Also the armrest here, it's great. Now again, I just released the acceleration pedal. We have to go outside here, and now the car is recuperating the energy back into the battery. You can see right there. So we win a lot of energy right here in this area. And then this energy that we receive right now when we go outside of the highway, we will use exactly in the city when we will go and drive on the city streets. So that's why I love so much the full hybrid system, because it's so smart, it's so useful in so many situations. Now we will go on some streets where we have a little bit of bumps and not that good of a road, so we can test a little bit the suspensions as well. 6.1 liter consumption until now, guys. It's pretty fine, with taking into consideration that outside are 39 degrees, even 40, and we have level 3 AC on. I think it's a pretty good consumption. You see here over the bumps, the suspension sounds pretty good quality, so it doesn't hear any strange noise from the suspensions. So the sound insulation from down, it's much better than before. You will see here, around here, you can hear now. Excepting the fact that you hear my bottle of water, that it's metal down here in the door bands. The sound, it's pretty good. Let me take it out from here. You see I have this bottle of water that's playing with the plastic. Otherwise it's pretty good. The suspensions are pretty fine. Also, it's pretty comfy. You see, only over big bumps you start to hear a little bit more and to feel a little bit more, but otherwise in terms of comfort, it's pretty fine. 6.2 liter consumption until now, and I like so much this full hybrid system. The fact that it's automatic, it's so convenient. It runs so smooth. Of course, you have also the navigation system that, from my point of view, it's fantastic. It's a really good navigation system. You have so many information in it. I explain you that also in the review video, so if you want to find out more about this navigation system and multimedia system in special, check out the full review video, because there I explain you in detail how it works, but it's really good. Now we drive only in electric mode. You see how smooth and silent it is. Also, I like so much the grip on the steering wheel. When you turn the steering wheel, you have such a nice grip everywhere you touch. It's so easy, and it's also give you a premium feeling to it. Also, the quality of the steering wheel, it's pretty nice. I really like what they did with it. Now here ahead we have this train railways where we can test the suspension a little bit better. These here are really big ones. Pretty fine. It's comfortable. Not as comfortable as a Citroen C5, let's say, but it's pretty good. Now again we are in electric mode, and if you go back here to electric, you can see how it works, the energy. Now again, recuperate the energy back into the battery. So let's try to go around here. To park it, because I think the trip is more than enough. I think we kind of test everything. We didn't get too much traffic today in this test, but I have a separate video where I get a lot of traffic and also highway. So there I test the consumption test, so if you want to see it, check it out. But I hope I did cover everything, the most important facts about the car. Even over those speed bumps, it's doing quite fine. I like the fact that here, guys, I don't know if you saw it before, but here when you want to pass those, you can also activate the cameras. So if you go to 360 degrees camera and you go to the left side, you can see how easy you can pass around those areas just like that. So it's great that you have these 360 degrees cameras that shows you what's happening around the car. So it's a pretty smart system. Now let's park it around here. Let me show you how the 360 degrees camera look like as well. So actually, let's go around there. It's a little bit nicer. So you see right now, at low speeds, at least in these areas, we are driving only in electric mode. Let's also park it around here, just like that. Then go forward, and right now we can park it here. It's really easy, just like that. Look at this, and it's perfectly between the lines. And you see, the front camera has also those active lines, and also the rear camera have active lines, left and right area. Super smart. Press this park button and now you're in park. 5.8 liter was the consumption for this. Yeah, this is kind of the same consumption that I reach consumption with this kind of condition, like super hot outside and level 3 low air conditioning on and 39 degrees outside. But if you have a perfect temperature outside, if you live in a country where you don't have to use the climatic system or the heating system, I think you can get even better consumption without any problem. You can get the 4.3 liter estimated consumption from Dacia. That was the test drive, guys. I hope you get some useful information from here. I think it's a fantastic car for the price that they offer, and I think it's a phenomenal all-arounder. So yeah, that was the video. If you still have questions, ask me down below, whatever question you have. Thank you very much to all of you that are watching my videos, really appreciate that. Also check out the consumption test video to see how much I get there, a little bit more harder conditions, plus the full review video will come soon. If it's not already there, check it out. Thank you for watching. As always, I really appreciate, guys. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. I would really appreciate that. Stay safe, and I guess I see you soon in the next one. Bye, guys.